Welcome to Part 2 of the Open Learning Workshop. During the course of this short presentation, you will be instructed to take part in a quick learning activity. At strategic points throughout the session, you'll be asked to pause the video so that you may complete certain objectives. Let's begin. At this point, please ensure that all participants in the workshop have received an envelope. If they have not, please pause the video now and distribute these envelopes. Alright, let's begin. If you would please all open the envelope you have been given. Inside of the envelope you'll find a playing card. Please remove it from the envelope. Do not get rid of the envelope just yet. Now ensure that you are holding the card face down. Find someone in the room that you can exchange the card with. Be aware neither person should be looking at these cards. You want it to remain a mystery what card you're holding. Finally, exchange the cards 2 more times. Remember, don't peek. When you've exchanged your card 3 times, be patient and we'll move along with the video. You now have in your possession a card, but you do not know what that card is. You will show this card around the room, and others will be able to see it. You will also be able to see others' cards. Without speaking to them or speaking out loud, the next challenge is to form 5 equal groups based on those cards. Remember, the challenge in this activity is important for creating an innovative place for people to participate. Speaking ruins that atmosphere. So remember, you must show others your card, and you must not speak to each other. Go ahead and begin now. You should now be moving around the room quietly and frustrated with how difficult it is to agree upon a single way of breaking into groups, especially when you can't take control by talking. That's okay. Take your time, breathe, it'll all be over soon. When you're ready, you may restart the video. We now come to the open part of our activity. For the next set of instructions, it's important again that you do not speak. Without speaking, and within your group, you are to anoint a group leader. You can base this upon any criteria you wish, but the card, of course, is going to be an easier way. Take your time to do this, and when you're ready, continue on with the video. Now that you have a group leader chosen, that group leader is allowed to speak. They're now going to tell the group one concept they feel confident to teach in a short period of time within any discipline that they are familiar. This doesn't have to be a lesson that they teach in class very often. It can be anything that they feel comfortable teaching a group. It isn't important if it's true or it's the best or it's even the most brilliant. Simply at this point, we just want you to answer this question. Once the leaders have spoken this to their group, they're asked to identify themselves to Verena, somewhere in the room. They'll meet together, and we will continue with this third part of our session. Now that the leaders have had a chance to explain to the room what they feel comfortable teaching in a short period of time to a group of individuals, we will now be afforded some time to learn something together. In order to do this, you must identify and find a group leader who's leading a session that will be interesting to you. And you must adopt a personality that suits the card that you hold. If you look around the room, Each group has formed around a certain basic assumption. You'll then carry that assumption with you as a personality trait to break outside of the way that you would normally interact in this activity. This keeps creativity at a high and allows for an easier blending of these sessions. Please don't lose or exchange your card at any time. This may be a good point to put your card back in the original envelope and place it somewhere safely so that you can return it at the end of the session. And now it's time to learn. We've gathered together in this room a group of experts, expert teachers, expert learners. The idea is to use what time we have to teach each other areas that are of interest, areas that are informative, areas that might improve our practice. Any way you look at it, participation is necessary. So go and have fun, and we'll gather together at the end to reflect on the experience and share any new information that we may have discovered.